Hi there. Today is November 13th, and what I have to share today is actually really funny to me. Like, funny, not funny, because I've been creating this workshop. It's a 12-week online workshop, and it's called Finding Peace. And the point of this workshop is to find more peace so that we can feel more joy. And what I recognized as I'm working through this workshop and creating it is really, truly one of the things that I have a really hard time with is having fun. Like, I've really been watching my reactions to life, and I'm not really loving what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing is a woman getting really fucking pissed off about a bunch of shit that really doesn't matter. And I'm actually really appreciating the people in my life and how hard it must be to live with someone like me. And, when you know better, you do better. And I'm really committed to finding more peace and having more fun. And, like, really, why wouldn't we? But the first step to healing it is actually seeing it and admitting it, and coming to terms with it, and also not beating ourselves up for it. So what I'm really doing now is going to commit to this workshop that I'm doing. What I love about this work is that we're doing it alongside of the people that are like that. What am I trying to say? I'm offering this 12-week workshop for people to do, but I'm also doing the workshop at the same time. To be perfectly honest, I was expecting more this, okay, I'm going to help people, because I have created so many incredible tools as I was going through my cancer journeys, and when my mom died, and through my mental health issues. I really know how to find peace. And so I was coming at it from that perspective of, I get to share what I know. But as I'm creating the workshop, like I said, I'm actually seeing, holy shit, there are still a lot of parts of me that are addicted to drama, that are, trying. I have a lot of walls around my wounds trying to protect me, trying to keep me safe, and preventing me from really enjoying life. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a human thing. And it's really important to start to see these things and recognize that when we really, really are in the moment in our lives, present, we also tune into our intuition, which is our inner guidance, which is the divine. I call it divine mother, divine father. You call it whatever you want. But I feel this connection to this masculine, feminine, beautiful energy within myself, but also in the divine creator. And what I'm really recognizing is my life is so orchestrated that I don't have to try. All I have to do is follow. I don't have to worry. All I have to do is listen. And so I'm really working on, like, in a playful, peaceful way. I don't want, I don't want you to think that this is hard work and we gotta, get into this deep, hard healing. I don't believe healing is hard. I believe healing is freedom. To me, the word heal actually means hold them, encourage them, accept them, and love them. And that is how I operate when I'm working with clients or people taking my workshops. But that's also how I've been feeling, held and encouraged and accepted and loved by this divine energy that, to me, I feel like when we spend time in the moment being held by this divine, what we're actually doing is proving to our fears that they have no place and they are not true. Fear is what pulls us from peace. And we learned to be afraid as we were growing up. And there's fear or love. So whether we felt neglected, rejected, whatever it was, or afraid, whatever that was is what we're actually programmed to crave. We're addicted to it. So what we're here to do now, so we, created these stories in our minds. We put up these walls in our heart to protect our wounds. And now it's time to just be like, maybe I am safe. Maybe everything is provided for me. Maybe there is a divine guidance. Maybe I don't have to try so hard. Maybe I can trust instead of try. Maybe I can love instead of fear. So that's really truly what I've been experiencing. And the more I experience it, the more I go through these phases where it's like relief. I feel relieved. I feel relieved as I feel like I'm being led by a divine instead of afraid because I don't know how to do it alone. So anyway, we're not alone. We never have been. We never will be. And what I believe my purpose on this planet is to help people find that. It doesn't matter what you call it, but what matters is what you do with it. And when you allow yourself to feel held, when you feel this encouragement, acceptance, and love, which, like I said, that's what the word heal means to me. When you really feel that in the arms of the divine, like I said, you feel more peace in your mind. And as those walls come down, you feel more joy in your heart. And I'm not speaking this as an expert. I'm speaking about this as someone who's doing this every single day and finding more peace in my mind and feeling more joy in my heart. But when you start to do this work, when you start to face your fears, it literally feels like you jump into a washing machine. Your trauma is triggered. And as your trauma is triggered, your emotions are all over the place and your thoughts are all over the place. And when you sit with it and hold it and feel it and become the observer of it, you get to this place of clarity. And it's like, holy shit. It's not bad, it's not wrong, it's the process. It's the process. And there is always peace on the other side of the pain, but you gotta walk through that shit. You can't run from it. You can't try to understand it. You can't judge it. You can't blame it. I mean, you can do all those things, but all of those things, it's like Eve eating the apple from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That is what we're doing when we're thinking and analyzing and trying to do it without this divine God, life, whatever you want to call it. When we're trying to do it on our own, that to me is what the Bible was calling sin. It's turning our backs on this divine, incredible energy of love. And we all know what happens when she ate the apple. She suffered. They then knew shame. They were afraid. And before that, they just were held. They had everything provided for them in this beautiful garden. We have that too. All we have to do is stay here in this moment and really truly stop turning from God. Stop trying to do it on our own. Stop suffering and really truly start living. So thanks for listening. I will talk to you tomorrow.